Well, hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam, thanks for hanging out with me again today. Today, back on the bench is the Mini Kraton 3S. Before, this was up here to get a new servo. The new servo is in, and the little hot racing 25 tooth servo arm, servo saver worked well. Comes with the servo saver and the aluminum arm to bridge it to the steering links. And it is adjustable, but you know, it feels pretty good straight out of stock. Now, the difference is, and I'll take a picture so you guys can see, on the original one, the servo saver was closest to the servo, and then the arm was in front. Now, the servo saver arm is in front, and the arm connecting the servo saver to the steering rack is behind it. No big deal, but you do have to kind of plan for it to get everything in there, and you got to drop it in all put together anyway. Today's video is going to be hopefully a quick one and easy one, but I noticed when doing it, like, that is how the suspension is supposed to act. Nice and damp, so it's nice and slow. This has no dampening. So one of the evidently flaws with this one is the eclips on the shocks will deform and pop off and leave you with zero dampening. So hopefully nothing in there is torn up. I don't have to replace anything except for the eclip, and I can get it torn down and swapped out. So I'll do a time-lapse photo of that. I'll do a time-lapse photo montage of that, and then we'll come back and you know, hopefully both of them will operate the same. So nice and slow. Wow. Overall, it doesn't seem too bad on the ground, but you know, it's noticeable. And of course, if any of the other ones blow, it's just going to amplify it. So let's get to fixing. Okay, so we got the shock redone, and now they both fall at the same rate. I took a wild stab at the dark of what shock oil was in here. I had some 800 CST oil from some build, I don't know. I think it was probably a Kyosho build or something. And that seemed to be right around in the ballpark. What it exactly is, I did not look up. You know, why follow instructions? So, two things is, in the top of the shocks, there is a metal ball stud. When I took the shock off, I didn't see it. It had fallen inside the wheel hub, and when I put the shock pack in, you know, it's going diggy 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 in the little hole because there's no spacer in there, the little rod end ball. So frantically looked around for that for 15 minutes. And then I'm like, I don't know where it's at. And like all of a sudden it fell out on the table. So be mindful of that. Now the eclips on these shocks, I thought were going to be 2mm diameter, which I have a butt ton of those from Tamiya kits. It's not. I don't know exactly what it is. I'll put it down here if I look it up. So the Tamiya clips didn't work, so I didn't have any on hand. And in the images, you'll see that the eclip, where it comes into the ears that hold on to the actual slot, they were just bent up slightly. So what it is, it took them between two very flat pieces of metal and then hammered down on it to smush those back in. And I gave it just a tiny squeeze with a pair of pliers to tighten it up. And instead of being the bottom clip again, which is taking most of the impact, because when this rear end goes down real fast and hard, the piston is pushing up through all that fluid and pushing down on that eclip very hard. So I took the top eclip off, snugged it up a little bit, put it on the bottom, and then put the damaged eclip on the top. So all that's doing is the rebound stroke. So hopefully it'll hold together. I am going to order some to have them on hand because, you know, I've got 3 others on here that may go bad, and this one may not hold up but so long. So went ahead and got I'm going to go ahead and get some on order to have a pack of them here. I'll put the part number here, so in case you guys have one and want to have some on hand, probably not a bad idea. So that's it for today. Super quick and fairly easy fix. Like I said, just pay attention to that little ball stud. It goes through one side of the shock cap, but not the other. So if it falls out and you're putting it back together, you're like, why the hell won't this go back in? Take it around, put it on the other side. So evidently the top of the shock cap is tapered a little bit to allow the ball to go through on one side, but not the other, which is nice because when you're putting it together, you can basically set the ball down into the shock cap and it'll stay in there while you're trying to push it up into the upper shock mount. All right, guys, everybody out there, as always, be happy, be healthy, be safe. I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.